The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Denver Nuggets, a team that they have beaten twice, and is a team that they seem to just always have their number, right? It just seems no matter what, no matter how good Denver is, the Lakers just give them problems. And this is a team that right now is on a current win streak, 5-game winning streak. They're a team that has been really hot and been one of the best teams going into the new year. Guys are shooting great. Guys are really stepping up, even with the absence of Anthony Davis. LeBron James has played like an absolute monster, and this looks like a team that's really turned the corner, and they're right there from a playoff spot. They're only like a game and a half out of an actual playoff spot, so this win would be huge and crucial for the Los Angeles Lakers. Problem is tonight that LeBron James is not playing due to ankle soreness, and that is a bit of a problem because now the Lakers don't have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Lonnie Walker, or Austin Reeves, and very likely they won't have Troy Brown Jr. So you're missing 5 key pieces, your 2 best players, 2 of your best rotation guys, and Troy Brown Jr. Now, the Lakers did win a game in this very situation, right? Which I think is going to be a real testament tonight to see this, but I will say, and look, I don't necessarily think the Lakers are going to win tonight. This is a game that you could very likely chalk up to a loss. But the Denver Nuggets, luckily, aren't a team that is very good on interior defense. So what that means is that Russell Westbrook should likely have a field day. So should Dennis Schroder, right? Those 2 guys should really be able to get to the basket and get some and generate some buckets, as well as Thomas Bryant and Winning Gabriel even, because Denver is not very good. It's the same thing I said the last time that they played when Anthony Davis went down. If you were part of the live stream or listen to the video or anything like that, it was the same thing I said. Like I believe the Lakers match up really well against Denver because they don't have interior presence. Like Joker is fantastic, right? One of the best players in the NBA, but he's not a great interior defender, right? He's not a great help defender or shot blocker. He can get some just because he's a giant down there and just a big body, but he's not good. And Russ should be able to just penetrate. We need a big game from Russ. Again, it falls into the same line that I said the last time when we didn't have LeBron James in that game. And that was against Miami. Miami was another really good team. Now, Denver is really good this year. They're much better than Miami, in my opinion. But still, they don't have the defense and the interior defense especially. And so, therefore, I really think, again, it's going to come down. Russell Westbrook's going to have a really big monster game. You're going to have JTA is going to have to step up. You're going to have all the rotation. Kendrick Nunn's going to need a big game. We're going to need Patrick Beverley to step up. All of that. The reason I don't necessarily, though, think that they can beat Denver, like I was very confident that the Lakers could beat Miami. Very confident. Because Miami can't score. So I was like, look, the Lakers are going to be good enough to keep up scoring-wise with Miami because they just can't score the basketball. So all the Lakers got to do is get a stop or 2 down the stretch and they'll win the game. And that's essentially what happened. This is a very different story. Like Denver could put up points and easily. So that I think is going to be a real issue. Can we continue the hot shooting and the hot scoring? I think it's going to make things easier for guys because of Russ and Dennis Schroeder's ability to get to the rim. I think that they're going to be able to get to the rim with ease, and then that should free up and cause a collapse, which then you could kick out to the open shooter. And if those guys can knock down tonight on an efficient clip, then I really think the Lakers could maybe stay in this game enough to pull out a win. Right? Russ is going to we need Russ to have a big game. He's got to get 25-30. Schroeder's going to have to get 25-30. Thomas Bryant, we're going to need a big game from him. We're going to need another, at least 15-15 game from him, which all 3 of those guys I really believe can. And I said the same thing about Miami. And what do we get? Schroeder ended up with 30. Russ ended up with like 23 or whatever, 22, something like that. So it's the same thing. As long as Schroeder or Russ, one of those 2, give us 30 or close to 30, and the other one gives us, 25 or close to 25, and then Russ still contributes with the assist, still gets close to double-digit assists, then I think we have a chance to win this game. Thomas Bryant's going to have to be huge. If Thomas Bryant can be huge. And the defense, right? we're going to have to put together 4 quarters of defense. If we can't do it, we're going to lose this game. Denver is good, right? They are very good. And as much as we have had their number this year, as much as we've gotten a real win, solid win without Anthony Davis, still, you had LeBron James that game, and LeBron James has played great. He's played like the best player on the planet the last few games. Like since his birthday, he's averaging like 38 points a game or something crazy like that. So like the guy has been phenomenal. But I think that we match up well against Denver even still, even without all the guys, because they lack interior defense. And I really believe that Russell Westbrook and Dennis Schroder are going to be able to get to the basket. And I think they're going to be able to get to the basket with ease. Ideally, we need a big game from Kendrick Nunn. If Kendrick Nunn can come out and have a big game, that would be huge. And it's just, again, we need the other guys to continue to step up. I really believe Dennis Schroder, Thomas Bryant, Russell Westbrook, I really think those 3 are going to handle a majority of the workload tonight, and which is great. Winning Gabriel, I could see having a good game too, just because of his energy and just his toughness. But the other guys really need to step up, which we're kind of limited, right? It kind of just comes down to like Max Christie, JTA, Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverly. Those guys really need to make a push. But these 2 guys have been fantastic. Seriously, they have been huge bright spots, real contributors, real rotation guys, right? They've proven like they're for real on this team. Lakers, they need to figure out how are they going to keep these 2 beyond this season, because these 2 have been great. Dennis Schroder has proven that he can be the guy for the Lakers. Thomas Bryant, same thing. He has been he has been arguably the biggest factor for the Lakers since Anthony Davis went down. You cannot ask for a better just stand-in, I guess, for Anthony Davis than what Thomas Bryant has been. The guy has been a double-double machine, and putting up insane double-doubles. His hustle, his energy, his drive, he's nonstop. These 2 guys have been huge, and we need them to be huge again tonight. If these 2 can play big games, Russell Westbrook, again, it's another game, you take the leash off, right? I said it in the Miami game, same thing. Take the leash off, let Russell Westbrook go to work. This is probably one of the best matchups for Russell Westbrook because they don't have the defense and they don't have guys that can stop him. So all you got to do, hey Russ, tonight is your night. I need a 25-point triple-double from you. That's what I need. I need you to go. If I'm Darvin Ham, that's what I'm telling Russ. Russ, tonight is your night, dude. Congratulations. I still believe that they'll bring him off the bench just to kind of boost the bench scoring and stuff and kind of let Schroder operate by himself to start the game. But I really do believe that as soon as Russ gets in, boom, all bets are off, take the leash off, and we're off to the races, right? That's what they will do. In my opinion, that's what I think they should do, right? Like these are the games that we have Russell Westbrook for, right? And yes, Russ has been done a fantastic job playing playmaker, being the 6th man, but we've seen him the last few games really find that balance of scoring and assisting, right? And he needs to continue that, but we need to see a little more scoring tonight, right? Because if he can put pressure, especially on the Joker, especially towards the rim, that I think is going to help a lot. And that's going to just cause the defense to have to collapse more. They're going to have to build the wall more. It's going to make things a lot harder because they don't have the interior defense. And same thing with Dennis Schroder. He's got to be able to get in there. He's got to be able to penetrate, hopefully he can continue the hot shooting, right? Dennis Schroder has been shooting the lights out the last few games. And hopefully he can continue that. My concern is that the Lakers have been shooting so well the last few games that this is the game that they have the dud and LeBron doesn't play. And it's like, man, okay. And then we end up losing by like 20. But I really do believe that the Lakers, I still think that they have enough. My only problem, and the reason I'm not as confident in the Lakers winning this game as I was Miami, is Miami couldn't score. Miami just can't score. They're one of the worst offensive teams in the league this year. So I was like, okay, the Lakers are going to be able to keep up with Miami scoring-wise, but Denver is a completely different story. Denver can put up some points. Denver, if we allow Denver to get to 120, 130 points, it'll be a blowout game. We need to keep Denver to like 110, 115. If we can keep it somewhere around there, I do think the Lakers will score enough to be able to keep it close. But I mean, in a game like this, all you can really ask for is just competitiveness, right? Don't get blown out. Be competitive. You're missing 5 of your key rotation guys, right? So if you don't have any team, I don't care who it is. It could be the 96 Bulls, right? If they're missing their 5 best players, they're not winning that game. So for the Lakers, kind of in the same boat. So, if you don't have your 2 best players, you don't have 2 of your key rotation guys, you don't have another sizable wing that could help defensively, and he was shooting great before. Hopefully Troy Brown plays, because if he does play, then that could be huge too, especially the way he was shooting before the injury. Then I just want to see competitive. Just be competitive. Just stay in the game. And give us something to talk about when it's all said and done. Now, obviously, if we get a win, huge win. If we beat Denver without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, come on. Seriously, come on. Rob Pelinka needs to be given whatever he has to make this team better, and go so that way they can go win a championship. You absolutely have to. Right? Like if we beat Denver without our 2 best players on the backs of our new big 3 of Dennis Schroder, Thomas Bryant, and Russell Westbrook, we're in a good spot. But again, love to hear your thoughts and opinions. As always, is a discussion. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below.